Welcome to Plathville, Micah Plath compared to Creepy Berry. Ahead of the new Welcome to Plathville series release, some fans are starting to look at Micah Plath a bit differently. As photos surface, some viewers compare him to Creepy Berry. Welcome to Plathville Season 6 is on its way. Although the new season of Welcome to Plathville teases updates and family changes, Micah Plath is starting to give a new vibe. Undoubtedly, Olivia Plath has been talking about this season's return for several months, but TLC held out until just recently when they gave fans the trailer they've been waiting for. Undoubtedly, the Plath family is going through big transitions, and next week will help fans get caught up. Viewers' opinions are shifting. In the beginning, fans thought Micah Plath was a cutie and his physique gained him many followers. But Welcome to Plathville viewers' opinions of Micah seemingly are shifting. After leaving the Plath household, he gained confidence quickly by starting his new modeling job. Undoubtedly, he is making some successful strides in the business. While he often focuses on his looks with his modeling career, some fans don't find him as attractive as they once did. But others think it is fun to see a familiar face. On Reddit, a user starts a conversation by saying, "Micah sighted in the wild." Then, they add photos of some of his recent modeling work. One user simply replies, "Ick. What's up with his arm in that second pic? Also, the looks thirsty. He probably lifted before the shoot. Also, fix your tan, bro." The way I actually said "you" out loud. His arms being 10x tanner than his legs is really getting me for some reason face with tears of joy. But one fan thinks the real flaws should be normalized. I like the imperfections. In general anyway. Not everyone needs to look fake all the time. Micah Plath is losing some of his charm. While many Welcome to Plathville viewers were rooting for naive Micah Plath when he first rebelled by leaving the Plath home, now some think he looks creepy. However, he is seemingly finding his way in the modeling industry with a new book and gigs like Sammy Menswear. In the new season, at some point, he shows his body comfort and refuses to continue interviewing unless he can take his shirt off. But some viewers are turned off by his attitude. "All I see is Berry. He used to be cute. Now he's just creepy. I thought he looked familiar on the Sammy Menswear website. Now that he thinks he's attractive, he's not anymore. He has zero charisma. Micah was hot season 1. Now he's annoying, which makes him not hot at all. He is such a douchebag. No personality whatsoever." Micah Plath appears to feel good in his own skin while Micah Plath relies heavily on his physical looks. He is still maturing. However, right now he doesn't appear to mind who likes him or doesn't because he is happy in his own skin. According to the new trailer, Micah Plath seems to be off the market now. Having moved in with his girlfriend in Florida, he is keeping a low profile and trying to enjoy his relationship out of the limelight. Tune in next week to see what Micah and the rest of the Plaths have been up to since Season 5. Welcome to Plathville premieres July 16th at October 9th on TLC and streams later on Max. What do you think? Do you still find Micah Plath attractive? Has your opinion changed while watching him on the show? Olivia Plath and Zach Wise mark 1 year together. Every challenge brought us closer together, despite wedding drama. Lydia says the best advice she has received is, "No matter what you're facing, you're a team, and you're being attacked from the outside." Olivia Plath Wise and Zach Wise share an update on their marriage with people 1 year after meeting. The pair got married 6 months into their relationship, and they say they have no regrets about the timeline despite pushback from the Plath family and the public. They also credit the challenges they have encountered as part of what has made their connection stronger. Olivia Plath Wise and Zach Wise are celebrating their 1-year anniversary. Last month, the newlyweds marked a year since they first met and 6 months since their wedding. As they reflect on their whirlwind relationship, which was controversial to some, they tell people they wouldn't change a thing. "Definitely no regrets," Zach says. "I think the timeline worked for what we needed, but also it was just as unexpected for us. A lot of people think, oh, they're rushing into it just to get all these things and whatever. And it's like, no, this is just as much of a shock for us as it was anyone else. But we definitely felt like we connected very quickly, And we knew based on our beliefs and what we did together, hiking and activities and spontaneous fun, that we were just meant to be together, really. Lydia, who gushes that Zach gets me more than I get myself, adds, "It's one of those things that it's hard to describe. It's like, I don't know, you hear the saying, when you know, you know. And I didn't know if that was real. And I didn't understand what it meant until I met Zach." The couple's decision to save their first kiss for their wedding day was another aspect of their relationship that turned heads, but both maintain that they are happy they waited. "That was something," Zach admits. "That was awesome. It was hard, but it was worth it. And now we have rest for our lives." He also reveals that they went to premarital counseling and felt prepared to become husband and wife, despite only knowing each other for 6 months when they got married. "I think the biggest advice that I received that has just really helped is no matter what you're facing, you're a team, and you're being attacked from the outside," Lydia shares. "So just remember that even when there's tension between us, that we still desire the best for the other." One of the challenges they faced was pushback from Lydia's family, particularly from her brothers Ethan and Isaac, which was documented on Season 7 of Welcome to Plathville. Among their concerns was the accelerated timeline and speculation from Ethan that Zach was gay. "It was definitely a shock to see some of their reactions. Knowing I'm really trying to get to know them," Zach says. "I'm giving them opportunities to step in and ask the right questions to really know me as a person. But just based off of their initial judgment that led to Ethan asking if I was gay at the proposal too was kind of a shock," he continues. "I'm like, I think there's plenty of action here that proves that I'm not, so that's kind of ironic. I think that initial judgment has definitely tapered off over time, and they have really started to get to know me." Still, while Lydia acknowledges that it hasn't all been rainbows and butterflies, she says marriage has been just way more beautiful and filled just with joy and peace and love than I expected. "Every challenge has just brought us closer together as it should," she continues as Zach notes. "We knew that in marriage there's going to be hard times, and it's just a matter of going through them together." Nearly killed him. Micah Plath's nose injury from family altercation forces modeling break. The fallout from the wedding of Lydia Plath and Zach Wise on Welcome to Plathville continues, with reports that a massive physical fight between brothers Micah Plath and Isaac Plath occurred, and that Micah's injuries were serious enough to require medical attention. Micah is one of 9 siblings in the Plath family, who have been sharing their lives on reality TV since Welcome to Plathville Season 1 premiered in 2019, but the family has gone through countless changes since then. Marriages have broken, children have moved away, siblings have fractured, and the family is left to pick up the pieces of their lives. Lydia's love story with Zach should have taken center stage, but the fighting between brothers at her wedding has dominated headlines since. Micah got into a fight with Isaac according to various reports. Micah and Isaac got into a serious altercation after Lydia's wedding. Although the fight isn't mentioned in the Welcome to Plathville Season 7 trailer, and it's unclear whether the fight will be featured on the show itself, since TLC cameras reportedly were not present, the rumor is finding a new life online. Starracasm reported that podcast host Sarah Fraser confirmed the violent incident, and the details are gruesome. They got into such a big physical confrontation that Micah Plath's nose was nearly ripped off, alright? He had like 6 to 8 stitches, but he probably needed closer to 20 is what people are saying that witnessed this and heard about this and were there. The nose is also broken. He went into the emergency room for this, and the 2 brothers had to be separated. Starrcasm also reported that Micah's former girlfriend, Veronica Peters, who was present at the wedding, although she had left before the altercation, confirmed in social media comments that Isaac and Micah's fight was serious. When asked in a comment whether Isaac broke Micah's nose, Veronica replied, "He drunkenly rearranged his face. He nearly killed him. His nose was ripped off as well as the leather jacket he wore." Plath's sibling rivalry may have sparked the terrible clash according to the Ashley's reality roundup. Veronica couldn't provide a motive for the fight, but she said that it was an aggressive drunk fistfight, caused by alcohol and being an emotional teenager. The element of alcohol is surprising, since the family are famously religious, and Lydia reportedly had a dry wedding. But according to Veronica, some of the Plaths were sneaking alcohol throughout the wedding. Veronica isn't being quiet about the Plaths and what it was like to date a member of the family. She reportedly said that after the fight, she wasn't informed by anyone in the family that Micah was in the hospital. Veronica said she only discovered it after checking Micah's location. "I thought he could have been shot or in a car accident. Never in my wildest dreams nearly beat to death by a family member." Veronica added that she felt that her calls were ignored by the Plath family, on purpose. What's up with Micah's modeling career? The Ashley's Reality Roundup also reported that Veronica had previously claimed that Micah's injuries were so severe, he would no longer be able to model, which was the field Micah had begun dabbling in throughout the course of the show. However, a recent photo of Micah has surfaced, and it's the first glimpse of him that has been released since the fight. TV show Ace shared the blurry photo, which shows Micah without a shirt, with a nose very much intact. In the photo, Micah's nose does look a bit wider than normal, so either he has had reconstructive plastic surgery and the swelling still hasn't gone down, or it's just an odd angle of his face. Regardless of whether Micah continues modeling, his busted relationship with his brother should take precedence over his busted nose. TV show Ace also reported that the screenshot of Welcome to Plathville's Micah reportedly came from Isaac's Instagram story, in which case, there's hope the brothers have made peace. Are you ready to see the new season of Welcome to Plathville? Drop your comments below.